Hello everyone. So today we are going to cover most important topic. I should say the most important video on the binary search on answer, because I'll be going to cover two main templates which you should learn when you are applying on when you are writing the code for binary search on answer. Now, this templates will be useful when you are starting to learn binary search. Once you are actually very uh, gripped at binary search problems, that wouldn't be an issue. But this templates would be very easy to clarify whether to return L, whether to return R, whether to return mid, or whether to return answer somewhat where you have created or not. Okay, let's go in deep of it. First of all, binary search and answer when we apply. So we can apply this binary search on answer where we found a pattern like a monotonic pattern like FFF or TTT means until one point you will get the all trues only, and after one point you will get all Fs. Now what do I mean by trues or Fs? So if you have find true for mid answer, so what basically we have to do for binary search and answer, every time you generate mid, take mid as your answer. Okay, generate mid, make mid as your final answer. So now consider that mid is your final answer depending on the question. Now verify whether mid can actually be your final answer or not. So whether mid is actually your answer, can mid be your actual answer or not, that you have to verify. So that should be true or false based on one condition, based on one function which you will make to decide whether the mid could be the answer or not. So if you have found true for mid answer, there could be only two conditions: either L to mid all are true, and mid plus 1 to R all will be false. Okay, so it could be this condition, so this, or if you have find true for mid, it could be either or uh, mid to R all are true, and L to mid minus 1 are false. So it could be then this. Okay, so it could be either L to mid be true and then false conditions, or initially mid L to mid minus 1s are false and then mid to R's will be true. So both of this could be the condition. Okay, either this or this. Now we have, okay, now you're sure that we need to make one function which will verify whether your final answer is true or not, and based on that you will decide whether you have to go to the right side or to the left side of the binary search. So you will decide the range on basis of that. So mostly the question types, so you need to read the question and you will realize that it is following one of this pattern, either true, 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 and then false, or either false, 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 and then true. So after reading the question, you'll analyze whether it is following a monotonic pattern of answers or not, yes or no. This could be one question, and mostly question types are minimize, the maximum answer, or maximize the minimum answer. This could be the two condition of questions. Okay, basically it will be like minimize the maximum answer or maximize the minimum answer. We will be covering the questions in the next video, so just understand the template and you will understand it better when we cover the question in the next video. Okay, so these are the two type of questions. These are the two type of things which you need to understand. First, it should follow the monotonic patterns. When you read the question, you'll analyze. And second, it should be the kind of questions like minimum value of maximizing something, so minimize the maximum answer or maximize the minimum answer. If these two patterns you will find, of course it will be the binary search related question. For sure it will be the binary search related question. Sometimes you will not find minimize the maximum answer, this type of thing, but you will of course see that if you will break at midpoint, you have certain conditions, either to go on the left side or on the right side. You have certain conditions that you can follow and you will be sure. Okay, so without wasting time, let's just go to the template. So for minimum answer means minimize the maximum answer. Okay, So it should be like we have to find there could be so many possible answers. Among that, the maximum answer which you find, that should be as minimum as possible from all the available options. Okay, I could have one option with this set, I could have other options with this set. Okay, and I could have another option with this set. So the summation of this is also 9, the summation of this is also 9, and the summation of this is also 9. But the maximum value here is 4, the maximum value here is 5, and the maximum value here is 3. So my answer should be 3. Okay, the maximum, the maximum from this parts which you are making, so it should be like, okay, you have to, the sum should be 9, you have to make 3 parts of it, but the maximum of it should be as minimum as possible. So here it is 4, here it is 5, here it is 3, so 3 is my actual answer because I'm minimizing the maximum answer. Maximum answer, why? They have asked for the maximum from all these parts which you are breaking up, that's why. So I hope you got this. So for this type of questions, for minimum answer, okay, from all the maximums, your pattern will be like this. Your pattern will be like this. Why? Let's understand it. Okay, so what happens? This is, you have to find from all maximum the minimums. So these are the all maximums. Okay, you have started getting true from this, but you need to return this true, which is as minimum true. So once you find mid, which is true, if you find mid, which is satisfying the condition, which is satisfying the condition, then of course your answer will lie on the left side of it. So mid is true. Okay, then you want to find the minimum answer, so you need to check on the left of the mid, is any other true is coming on left side of mid, because we want the minimum answer. So what we will do, we will make r as mid. Why? Because mid could also be one of the answer. It should be possible that starting from the mid only your answers are true on the right side, not on the left side. It could be possible. So your r should be mid at this point. Otherwise, if your mid is only not true, then of course anything on left side of mid will not be true. It will be on the right side of the mid only, which is true. So L should be mid plus 1 in this case. So you have to start, you have to see from the next of mid, what is the condition. Because mid is false, okay, there couldn't be this type of case that mid is false, so something true is here. Okay, this should not be the pattern of the minimum answer. For minimum answer, the pattern followed is like this only: first false and then trues, and from all trues you need to find the minimum true. That is the base case of this. Okay, so your code will be like, and I have already told you, for the template which we are learning, one of this r, here r will stay at mid and L will go for mid plus 1. After you come out, we are left with the two conditions, L and R. As we need to return the minimum, we will first check for the L. If L satisfies the condition, we'll return L, otherwise we will return R, because we want to return the minimum answer. We want to return the minimum answer. Okay, so the template for this will be, okay, let's see the template for this. For L and R, you need to find out the condition. Depending on the question, you need to choose. You need to choose L and R depending on the question. So make the best case scenario and find the L, minimum L. Okay. So in this case, what could be the minimum L? Like we saw that we need to uh, put it in three parts. It could be possible that one is the minimum answer I could get. Okay. If not fixed for the 9. Okay, 1 is the minimum answer and maximum answer is 9 itself. So between these two only my answer will lie. So choose your L and R according to the question. Okay, now while, as we have seen that condition, while R minus L greater than 1, why this? Because it will surely, when you come out of this while loop, you are left with two variables, L and R, and your answer will lie on from both of this L and R only. Okay, your mid will be L plus R minus L divided by 2. If mid satisfies condition, that means you got true for mid. Okay, make a function, make a boolean function, and if that function returns true, if mid satisfies condition, we will stick at r is equal to mid. We want to find as minimum answer as we can, so we make the range lesser, we make r minimum to the mid. Else, of course, our answer will be on the right side. So we will do L as mid plus 1. After we come out of this while loop, we have two conditions. So if L satisfies condition, we first check for the L. Could be possible that it satisfies for R also, but we have to give the priority to L because we need to return the minimum answer. Then return L, otherwise return R. Okay. Now for the maximum. For maximum answer, the pattern followed will be like, initially it will be true, 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 and then F, 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 F. So from all minimums, okay, maximize the minimum answer. Okay, maximize the minimum answer. So these are all the minimums. These are all the minimums. These are all the minimums, right? From here, you need to return the maximum answer, means this maximum answer from all minimums. So all trues will be first and then all F's will be there. Okay. So you will see now what happens once your mid satisfies the condition. If mid satisfies condition. So here, if mid has satisfied condition, but I need to find the maximum answer. So what I can put? I can put my L as mid and I can go on the right side. I can go on the right side because I need to find as maximum as possible. Otherwise, I'll do R as mid minus 1. Okay. So if I'm not getting the answer over here, I'm getting false here. So I'll put my R as mid minus 1. So I will check on this side. Then only I'll go on the left side. Otherwise, if it is satisfying for mid, of course, I'll see on the right side only how much maximum, until which maximum I'm getting the true, true, true condition. Again, we are left with 2 points, L and R. Always check for the R first here. If R is satisfying the condition, we will return R. Otherwise, we will return L. Okay. Always check for the R first because we are doing the maximum answer. Okay. Let's see the template. Let's write the template for this also. So again, choose L and R depending on the question. Okay. And then we will have while R minus L greater than 1. What we will do? Mid, of course. If mid satisfies condition, we have to check with as right as we can. So we will put L as mid. But mid can be the answer because mid satisfied the condition. Else mid could not be the answer. Something on the left side of mid will only be the our answer. Now we are left with 2. So if R satisfies condition, we will return R. Otherwise, we will return L. I hope I'm clear with this templates. Both these templates took order of n, order of log n. Okay, this mid satisfying the condition, this function of mid satisfying the condition will take the the function of mid satisfying conditions will take order of n time mostly. Okay, this again depends on the question how to verify that mid could be possible answer or not. This is again depending on question, but mostly I'm telling. And this binary search which we write in the main will take order of log n time. So the overall time complexity for this type of questions, binary search on answer type of questions, will be n log n. Okay, but if you will do it without this, it will be n square. So brute force will be always be n square, and we have reduced it to order of n log n with this type of things. Okay, so in the next video we'll be seeing the questions of this, and I hope you'll be more clear after that. So stay tuned for the next video. Please go through this templates. Okay, I'll post this editorial, this what we have done here. I'll post this. You can go through this and grab the things which I have tried to explain you. This both templates, once you are done with this, it will be very easy for you to identify also whether it is binary search related question, and then easy to solve it also. All lead code hard related questions also we will solve later in this series. Okay, stay tuned, stay safe, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you, bye bye.